Let's go. We need our ticker. Hey, everybody, what's up? We're here to help you win DFS today. But 30 more seconds. And here we are. It's the IUE Talk Sports crew here today in full effect and full force. And we're ready to help you win DFS today. And first, let me shout out what we're doing. IUE Talk Sports. We're going to bring you daily fantasy and sports news on our page. So check us out on Facebook. That's IUE Talk Sports. Or Joe, is it actually I Talk, You Talk, We Talk Sports on Facebook? No. IUE Talk Sports.
Well, it comes up both ways, but if you look for it, you can just do the IUE Talk. Yep.
Dope. Perfect. Okay, so either way you put it in, you're going to find us in our content and be able to check us out. And everybody needs to head over to blackgammotent.com to check out our content, our podcast. We have a podcast too, guys. All right? So don't just check us out on the live stuff because this is just
freeze frame
on our podcast, and it's really good conversations we have on there. So we're ready to roll. We're ready to rock, baby. Let's get it. We're starting at quarterback today. Now, let me just go ahead. I never want to really start. I like to dish it off, you know what I mean, and get a feel about how the room's going with their picks. But I have to start this one because I'm at crossroads. I'm actually asking my team here. I'm asking y'all for advice on this one. Because here, when we playing cash games, when we're trying to double up every week, we can't miss on quarterback, period. You cannot miss on quarterback. That is absolutely not an option. So, in my mind, paying up for Patrick Mahomes is the way to go. But also, if we're able to pay down at $5,800 for Taylor Heineke against who's he got? The Kansas City. Which the reasons to pick Heineke are there. They're obvious. You know, is it worth it? And also, is Terry McLaurin going to play today? That's kind of the conundrum here in my mind with how I'm trying to build a winner today. So what do you guys think? Mahomes, Heineke, and is McLaurin in the game today? Can I throw it to you, Joe? I need some help, man.
Well, you know, the thing with that is I don't really know what the status is yet on McLaurin, and I think that does make a big difference. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to it, regardless, I just don't think I'm fading Mahomes for much of anybody, especially not Heineke, regardless of what the matchup is. I personally, I would go ahead and this depends on what the rest of your build of your lineup is too. So, I mean, that a lot of that.
It changes the whole build. If I go with Heineke, I have a completely different build than when I go with Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we cannot miss on quarterback, period, no matter what, Mahomes has to be – I mean, he's going to destroy Washington today. Washington secondary is not okay. So that settles it. All right. Good with me. We're going Patty Mahomes, baby. I already got my backup scene here right now, so I'll be able to keep it rolling with y'all. But Andy, thoughts on my quarterback decision, and then go ahead and throw your quarterback in there.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be a little steep in price, but tough to go wrong there. But I also don't hate the Heineke plays just because I think they're going to be so far behind. But we've also seen the Chiefs falter a little bit this year. Now, granted, that's been against good teams, so I don't anticipate that to happen this week. I like the Mahomes play. I do. But my quarterback, speaking of paying up for somebody, in my opinion, this is paying up for somebody too. And it hurts me to say, but if we learned anything last week against about the Browns, they get beat up by good quarterbacks, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going Kyler Murray today. He's $7,900. I just think it's going to be more of a shootout than anybody thinks it's going to be. It's only going to be 60 degrees up there, but I don't think that prohibits anybody from, especially not Kyler Murray, balling out. I mean, the dude is, he's not quite as fast as Lamar Jackson, but he's a true dual threat. And you saw the Chargers put up like 84 points against the Browns. 60 in the fourth quarter, something like that.
Yeah.
So I think Kyler Murray's going to ball out today, man.
Okay.
But hopefully not
dope.
too crazy. Hopefully not too crazy.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? We still need a Browns W today.
Right.
We still need a Browns W. So not too crazy, but he's only not faster than Lamar Jackson because his steps are shorter. Like, look, I'm not throwing shots. That's
No, but
not
they are about a
shade.
foot shorter.
I literally think that's probably the reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy's what? I think I might be taller than him. I'm 5'9".
No, he's 5'8", I think.
5'8". Yeah, dude, I'm taller than an NFL quarterback. Amazing. I'm so cool. Hey, James Robinson. Yo, you can give your thoughts on my quarterback selection if you want. You don't have to, but you can give me your quarterback as well for sure. Who you got today?
Well, I have Joe Burrow. I was looking towards Taylor Heineke as well. But the McLaurin being questionable, I just read up on it. Schefter said he's playing, and Tyreek's hurt too, but he is playing as well. So we'll see how their production works out for them. But yeah, I got Joe Burrow. They're playing Detroit. I would pretty much say you can start anybody that's playing against Detroit. But I like Cincinnati today, big in Detroit. They just lost to Aaron Rodgers in overtime, so they're looking for a big game out of their guys. And you'll see with the rest of my lineup that I really like Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. And no doubt. Hey, following the themes today. No biggie. Hefe, what's up, man? Who you got at QB today?
Hey, first of all, I agree with paying up today. I think that all the top guys are gonna pay and put up the numbers that you're looking for. But I agree with Kai. I picked Joe Burrow today. It's kind of a buy down. He's the number 8 quarterback. He's only 6,300, but he's thrown at least 2 touchdowns every game. He's got 11. I know he'll throw picks, but he is playing the Lions. Some of his key pieces are coming back, and Jamar Chase, man, is almost a legitimate bona fide stud right now, and it's a real good chance that he will be if he keeps going. So I think they're going to run all over this Detroit defense. And I think Detroit might score a few points too. So hopefully Burrow's playing the whole game. But I think he could pay, especially for 6,300.
Right. Ooh, 6,300. See, I'm hoping that because I do have Joe Burrow in a couple of my lineups. I build probably like 3 or 4 different ones in the interim everywhere. I am kind of worried about negative correlation with Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow. If Mixon has a huge day, Burrow's not. If Burrow has a huge day, Mixon isn't. So it kind of seems you have to pick between the two today for sure and decide on what the game script you think is going to happen. And going with Joe Burrow seems pretty safe to me. Joe, I don't think we got your quarterback today. Who you got?
Well, I'm taking an easy one here. I'm taking Matthew Stafford against the Giants today. I don't really think I got to give much of a reason for that decision. But if anyone wants one, it's because he's playing the Giants. Yeah, he's $6,700. I think they're going to definitely cover that spread. So more easy money for Andy today because I think him and Kai got a running tab going right now. But yeah, Stafford's my guy.
What's this running tab? What's this about? What's going on? It's about the Giants sucking.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I just give Kai a little bit more than what Vegas is willing to give him.
Very generous of you.
Yeah. Jeff, who'd you take a QB? I'm sorry, man.
Who, me?
Stafford.
Jeff Stafford.
Oh.
Okay.
No. I took Burrow.
Okay, Burrow as well.
And me and Kai both have Burrow.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And how much was he, if you don't mind me asking?
63.
63. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Right. That's 6,300 for Burrow. And how much is Stafford?
67.
67? All right, cool. All right, that's not bad. See, there's a lot of good picks, that's a good tier quarterback on DraftKings, it seems today. In that 6,000 range right there, upper 6,000. So what's the name? I'm going with the $8,000 man here today. But you said Adam Schefter said Terry McLaurin is playing, right, Kai?
Yep.
Oh, buddy. All right. Well, shoot, I'm gonna have one more lineup to make today. I gotta get in on some Heineke and McLaurin.
Tyreek is expected to play as well.
Tyreek's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's what's up. There's so many injuries. Man, we got to do an injury report. It's just so many, and they pile up every week. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run on to running back. Let's go. I'm hyped. I'm hyped because I think I found a freaking gold mine. But first thing first, I'm going to go down here to Mr. Hold on. Did I say James earlier? I meant Rames Jobinson. That's such a mind twist. You're getting me. You're like Shutter Island down there, man. You're messing with my mind. So I have a feeling I do know who you like today at running back, but why don't you go ahead and let the people know?
So I'm going with a backup running back. I paid down on both of my running backs, both are backups. But I'm going with the Chiefs backup. Daryl or Darrell? I'm not sure. Daryl Williams. Again, Washington's defense is a little beat up, and I think he's going to do well in Edwards-Hilaire's stead.
Okay, yeah.
Only $4,900.
Ooh, oh, that's cheap. 49.
But I think you know who my other guy is too.
Yeah. No doubt. You're gonna be in the backfield. That's gonna be you back there.
Tough sledding there for the Giants backup. Tough sledding.
We'll see.
I got him in a couple lineups. Man, Booker. I like Booker.
Yeah.
I like Booker it's just sheer volume. He touched the ball 16 times last week. I follow the volume. I gotta go where it's at.
Who did the Giants play last week?
Dallas.
Dallas, yeah.
What's the run defense like in Dallas versus the Rams?
About the same.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think the Rams are about.
Well, if it's anything like last week, they're not going to be running the ball much. So,
right. Oh,
he's gonna get at least 6 passes today. Watch.
Side bets are welcome and open. Go ahead, put the money where your mouth is. Let's go. Side bets all day. Andy and Kai, y'all like rivals on here now.
I see like a little crossing connection going between the two.
Yeah, we need like the static to be going. I gotta figure that out on StreamYard. We need some static. Throwing shots at the Giants.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So
Forever hating.
I like your pick though, Kai. I do. I think it's gonna work out for you today. Joe, who's your running back today? Joe, wait a minute. No, I gotta give you your due credit. Doski, with that big ass check back there, boy. Who you got at running back today?
If I sit like this and you don't know if it says 100 or 100 million.
Billion.
So I'm taking Austin Eckler against Baltimore. Baltimore's run defense hasn't really been too great at all. Everyone's been having some fun with them so far. Just recently, it was Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Austin Eckler has about the same upside and is already someone who gets used pretty much no matter what in that Chargers offense. So I look forward for them to keep rolling today, him to actually catch a receiving touchdown today. Maybe even run another one in, but 7,900 definitely worth putting him out there. That's definitely who I'm going with today at the running back position.
100%. That's elite. That is an elite pick. He's an elite player. He's going to eat today as well.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially Mike Williams is a little hampered too, so we'll see.
Exactly. Yep. No doubt about it. I actually had Eckler in my Heineke build, in every single Heineke build. You know what I mean? But now that I'm rolling with Patty Mahomes, I have to pay down somewhere, and I like to pay down the most at Khalil Herbert. So I want to go there because he's going to touch the ball 18 to 20 times today, maybe even 22. We'll see, because Justin Fields still needs to be covered up. He still needs to be covered up a little bit. The coaches have to protect him in the play calling, or bad things are going to happen for the Bears today. So I think they're going to just kind of rely on Khalil today. And when you hear words like rely on, whoa, you want that guy. All right,
it's Mike Williams. Is he playing or is he just?
If he's playing, he's playing hurt. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, another thing to add that's interesting to that is that not Evans, but Keenan Allen's going to be covered by Marlon Humphreys today. So I mean, yeah, I think that might mean actually a very huge game for Austin Eckler then.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Even more points. We'll take more points for sure. More opportunity. Hefe, who you got at running back today?
Yeah, it is funny talking about all these injuries, and you look down that list, man, and 7 of the top 10 guys are out or questionable.
Yeah.
And I mean, just what we've talked about, game script. We kind of agree that today might be a shootout today between the Rams or between the Browns and the Cardinals. And we talk about volume and playmaking, and when your number one guy's out and you have a great 1B player, then I think you have to go with Kareem Hunt today for 6,200. I know he's a little bit banged up, but if he's healthy and he's going to see the ball, he's just going to see the ball. And we all know what he can do. All it takes is him to catch one in the flat and turn upfield, and you know what I mean? He's 52-yard touchdown or something. But like I said, most of my guys are middle of the road or low road today. I can't get any worse than I did last week. So I'm going to roll with Kareem Hunt today, man, at 6,200.
No, that's really smart. And by the way, Jeff, I feel that I got mocked last week. I didn't cash at all. Like, I got to keep it real for the people. I had really, really good
I didn't either.
weeks. What's that?
I didn't either.
Yeah, no, last
Zero
week was
money.
bad.
Yep.
There were slate breakers. It's hard to deal with the slate breakers. Who was it? Devontae Adams went for over 200 yards and then scored too, which was ridiculous. If you didn't have him, you're not even in the mix. Austin Eckler went crazy. You know what I mean? So there were some slate breakers on there that if you didn't have them, you really didn't even stand a chance. So, but quick note about the Kareem Hunt pick. I love the Kareem Hunt pick. So check this out. I know Nick Chubb's out today, but Nick Chubb is the second in the league with 4.40 yards after contact. This is for every running back with over 50 carries. All right. And guess who's number one?
Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
That's my boy.
4.69. Yep. 4.69 yards after contact. Kareem Hunt's number one. That's one hell of a rushing attack we have, man. It's so amazing. We're spoiled.
That's actually a really good pick, and this is something that I actually meant to say earlier because I believe that Andy mentioned Kyler Murray. It's supposed to be extremely windy in Cleveland today. Like, I mean, we were talking about that 17 to 20 range. So that passing game might actually falter a little bit. If that happens, then, they're going to look to, keep the ball on shorter routes, which not that they're a knock, but that's more of a Baker Mayfield thing anyway. So, yeah, Kareem Hunt.
No, it's just his style. It's just that's where he succeeds most. Intermediate passes. Right, you know what I'm saying? That's how we could definitely turn that to a positive. That's absolute positive right there. We're gonna go ahead and go to who do I have? Andy, Slim Jimmy. Who's your running back?
So yeah, I'm not gonna say too much. I'm taking the same running back as Jeff. Kareem Hunt. I don't think you're gonna get better value. I know that you go dumpster diving for 5,400 for. What's his name, or this guy and that guy. It's just like Kareem Hunt is on any other team would be the starter. Well, not any other team. There's like probably 6 teams that he wouldn't start for. But other than that, I mean, he led the league in rushing 3 years ago. I mean, he's going to be a monster today. He's going to get the ball. I mean, with no Nick Chubb, I see him touching the ball probably 20 times at least.
At least.
Now, look, Demetric Felton and Deontay Johnson, they're both going to get run today too. They're both going to get a little burn, but Kareem Hunt's going to see the lion's share of everything. So 6,200, I just don't know how you don't have him in your lineup today.
Yeah, he's almost a must. It's almost a must.
For that price, yeah.
It's unreal. When I saw that, and that's even with them knowing Nick Chubb was out. Like, I thought he would have been up there in the 8s, 7s, 8s.
Right. Now, this is something that we do have to keep tabs on because his percentage owned is going to be way up. Way up. I'm talking like 90. So let's just say something crazy happens and Kareem Hunt doesn't produce top 10 value today. If you fade Hunt and play someone who is top 10, you're so in the money. You're way in the money. Because Kareem Hunt's his ownership's going to be sky high. I'm not going to be a part of the percentage that doesn't have Kareem Hunt today. Okay, so I'm wrong. You got to play him. But if you're making multiple lineups, let's go ahead and fade the highest owned player on the slate for sure. For just one Sunday. Who's running back have a night guy?
You.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm with Khalil. I'm going Khalil Herbert. Even though I think he's 46 or 4,700. I didn't write it down for some reason. But I'm pretty sure he's like upper 4,000s there. I'm banking on them, leaning on him to protect Justin Fields.
They gave him 18 carries when Williams did play. So
right.
I mean, he's gonna see the ball. I'm pretty sure about that.
Lots of opportunity. We got to follow the volume. Wherever the volume's at, we got to be sniffing around there for sure. So we'll go ahead and go to wide receiver. All right. So Jeff, I'm really curious about who you got at wide receiver, as you used to cover these guys. You know, back in the day, you were on the wide receiver. So who would you hate to cover the most today?
I couldn't cover any one of these motherfuckers, but I'll tell you what, I'm going with your guy because I seem to like him more and more as the season goes on. But DJ Moore, he's the number one target there. They're on an okay team. I know that they're not all the way healthy, which means they lean on DJ Moore more. So I think he's the most expensive. He's the most expensive player I have today at 7,300, and just can't argue with the production and the volume of targets. So this should be a game where they have to score some points, and why not DJ Moore?
Absolutely. Darnold looks his way
all the time,
so often. You can't ignore it. Go where the volume's at. Rames, job in, son. Who's your running back?
Son? I'm going with Mr. Chase from Cincinnati. I'm stacking Cincinnati huge. He's averaging 21 points a game. He's only $6,700. So you're saving $2,300 if you pick somebody like Devontae Adams or Tyreek. Again, I just think Cincinnati's going to blow the doors off of the Silver Dome, Ford Field, whatever it's called anymore. So I like Jamar Chase big.
Okay, yeah. He's emerging as the alpha down there. He is. Even though when I see Cincinnati play, I see T. Higgins and Joe Burrow, like the chemistry is just so good. You know, but Jamar is just emerging as that guy who's going to make those big plays after the catch. He just is. He's that dude for sure. So I love the pick. We go to Doski with that $100 million check in the background back there. Boy, who you got at wide receiver today? I'm going where Big Check's going. Where's Big Money Joe going?
Well, I guess we can call him Big Money Kai because I'm actually going with Jamar Chase too. So he's going to be matched up against Jerry Jacobs, which this is actually all over the internet right now, multiple places. This is a matchup to target on like from a week-to-week basis. This guy ain't covering himself. So, you put Jamar Chase against him. He's been very elite. Last week with everyone back on the field, the receiving group, he still got 9 targets. He had a 25.7% target share. And he actually is accountable for 51% of the team's air yards throughout the season so far. So Jamar Chase is about as easy as it gets. Just to put that in perspective, that's ahead of people like Brandon Cooks, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Tyreek Hill. Jamar Chase is the real deal. I think all of us have kind of decently touched on that already. I think Jeff said he's going to be. I mean, yeah, we're already looking at it. This guy came in as NFL ready as possible, and it's funny because in the preseason, there were a lot of jokes made about him. I think someone said he didn't have to worry about catching COVID, and it was because he couldn't catch anything. But man, he is turning it up. So yeah, Jamar Chase definitely, which doesn't bode well for you in our season long. I really need you to win this week, so hopefully someone on your team can counteract what's probably going to happen today from him.
Oh, who's that? Me?
Yeah.
Am I facing Jamar today? Oh Lord.
Yeah, I like that Chase pick.
Stupid.
I was listening to a conversation the other day. It was kind of about the Browns and how we don't feed our guys, and Jamar is one of those guys that Cincinnati feeds. And there's a handful of guys. DeAndre gets fed, Devontae gets fed, and there's probably 6 or 7 of those guys in the league. And right now, Jamar is really close to being in that same category.
No doubt about it. He's emerging as an NFL elite, and we should not ignore that anymore. How much is he by the way on DraftKings?
67.
Yeah.
67.
Yep.
Yeah, see here that 67 is again. I think we're coming up with a trend here.
The Browns traded for a guy that they should feed, but they just don't. So maybe they should trade him. But
Right, yeah. We'll see. We'll have that discussion is coming very soon. Very soon. It's gonna be a good one. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with my guy. I kind of feel silly fading Jamar Chase, so I'll have to get him in some lineups. You guys have talked me into it, but I gotta go Terry McLaurin. If McLaurin's playing today, he has to be in the lineup. He's a little bit expensive. Let me see if I can get an accurate price on Terry McLaurin, but he's gonna eat today, and Washington's going to have to throw a lot. Okay,
71.
71. Yeah, I'll pay that. I already paid down a running back with Khalil Herbert. So I'm going with Terry McLaurin. He should just absolutely be a beast. Slim Jimmy, what's up, man? Who you got at wide receiver today?
I'm sticking in the same game that basically I've been in for all my core four. And I know Joe talked about these wins and whatnot, but this dude could catch a ball in a hurricane. So they throw the ball. They're going to throw the ball to my boy Nuke, DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to. I mean, one thing we know about the Browns, and it's frustrating as hell. Anybody here in the Akron area, Northeast Ohio, receivers against the Browns run butt naked in the secondary. They're wide open. These dudes are wide open. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen dudes catch a ball with 15 yards of separation more than against the Browns. So, I mean, how can I not? I'm going with DeAndre, man. Just chuck the ball up to him. Let those winds sail the ball around, and somehow he'll just – trust me, if it gets thrown to Hopkins, he's bringing it in. So, give me my boy Hopkins. Now, he is expensive, though, but I don't really care. He's 7,800. But give me DeAndre.
Throw it in the bag. And he said, throw it in the bag. I don't care. I'm going to need me some D-Hop today. No, I get it. You can't deny the talent. Dude's been balling out for sure. I think we got everybody's wide receiver. So here we go. Here we go, guys. This is it. This is the one. I hate picking tight ends. I despise picking tight ends. I'm actually not even gonna. I'm cheating from now on. Like I said before, I'm going with Rames Robinson's tight end from now on and forth. I just can't do it. No, I'm kidding. Listen to me. I picked Ricky Seals-Jones today. It's got to happen for this guy. Of all the times of his career, right now, do you remember all the hype that was around Ricky Seals-Jones maybe 3-4 years ago? All the hype.
No, I don't.
The size, the speed, the hands. I'm hoping he doesn't turn into a what's the name? Kyler, who's the other guy in Atlanta? Forget about it. I'm hoping Ricky Seals-Jones can get it in today. They got to throw him the ball. He's $3,000 right now. They do use the tight end as Max Williams is out for the season. The Cardinals are going to need to move the ball against the Browns today, and I think one of those targets is going to be Ricky Seals-Jones at $3,000. So we'll go over to Joski with that big ass check back there, boy. Who you got at tight end?
Well, I'm not picking this guy, but we got a fan that wanted to put some input in. So Ron's got Jasicki. He called him Jasicki. I like it. That's a good one. So that's a pretty nice tight end pick. But I'm actually going with one of my guys here today. I'm going with Hunter Henry, man. He seems to be Mac Jones's favorite target. Dallas doesn't seem like they're doing too well covering tight ends anyway. I just kind of got a little bit more aspirations for that game that I think people are looking into. I think that the Giants are gonna, or not the Giants. I don't know why when Kai said that it made me think about the Giants. I think the Patriots are actually going to be able to take care of business against Dallas today. And I think one of those things that's going to happen is going to be with Hunter Henry. So,
wow. You calling the upset Patriots over Dallas today, huh?
I am calling that today, man. Absolutely.
Ooh, that's bold. I love it. Hey, got to be bold. What's the saying? Something favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold.
It's going to be a lot of fortune for New England today out in Foxborough. I see Andy over there shaking his head no, but let's keep in mind that Andy hasn't had so good of luck against Boston lately in the MLB, so I'm hoping that shifts over to the NFL as well.
I don't bet against Boston. I just don't like them.
Yeah, well, your teams haven't won against them, so there you go.
Who are my teams?
Well, the Rays, the
None of those are my team.
Astros.
No, hate them too.
Hate them too. You hate the Rays? How do you hate the Rays? They ain't got no money.
You know why?
Why?
Because they ain't in Cleveland.
100%.
Neither is LeBron.
So what? That's a person, not a team. And he's from Akron. Hey,
Exactly.
If you were ever good enough at any sport to play in the professionals and you went anywhere, that's my squad. But since you weren't, they're not.
So you team IUE.
Isn't that why you should root for the Red Sox though? Because that little minority ownership that LeBron has. No, not worth it. You don't want to see him getting.
I could not care any less about his business interests. That's great for him. I don't care about that.
Oh man. Hey, Slim Jimmy, go ahead and give us your tight end for the day.
Yeah, my tight end, I don't think you can miss with this guy. It's Mark Andrews, 5,200, going against one of the worst teams in the league against tight end. I just think that there's going to be a lot of points scored out there, and there's two guys on the Baltimore side that you really need to get in the game, and that's Hollywood Brown and Mark Andrews. And Mark Andrews is a guy that I think is going to get probably at least 8 targets. And he'll probably catch 5 to 7 balls and, maybe one for a touchdown, or he could blow up like last Monday. But at 5,200, I don't see the downside of picking this guy,
Right. Yeah, exactly. Lamar's got to be able to move the ball through the air, especially today. And Mark Andrews has to be a guy. Hollywood Brown, just like you said, those guys are going to get their shine. Joe, isn't Bateman's playing today, isn't he?
Yeah, and you know what? Sammy Watkins is actually out, I believe. So, that might bode well for Mark Andrews because I do think that they're going to slowly get Bateman back into the offense since he hasn't played a real NFL game yet. But, yeah, look for that to become another target out in Baltimore to start hitting soon. And Lamar's obviously dominating right now.
Yeah. He is.
I'm done making the running back jokes about him. He's a quarterback. That's it. I'm done. You won't catch me saying it again.
Right. Right. Exactly. Rames, job in, son. Who you got today?
I'm sticking with Cincinnati right now with this guy, CJ Uzomah.
Wow.
He's capable of having a huge game, but he's also my deep dive at 3,100. So I knocked out.
You can't use both.
Yeah, you can't use both.
No.
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
Well, I am.
No, you can't do that. So you can't.
It says on my DraftKings I'm good to go, so I can.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm doing.
So your lineup doesn't count towards next week total. That's cool.
CJ Uzomah is my guy.
This guy, he tries to come up with every small.
This dude is trying to cheat every time, man. It's crazy.
It's loopholes are there.
That's not a loophole. That's pure cheating. If you want a tight end to be your deep dive, you got to put him at flex. Period.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. He should be at the flex or whoever you said. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to put my tight end who's $3,000 at tight end, and then my deep dive at flex or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Still gotta have a deep dive.
Well, you got to have a tight end in DraftKings.
Yeah, we're not telling you that you can't pick a cheap tight end. We're just telling you that you can pick a cheap tight end, but you still have to have a deep dive.
Yes,
that's true.
Well, then I have way too much money left over, and what am I supposed to do with all that money?
Well, you're supposed to, adjust the lineup so that the deep dive, fits into that budget.
Right, and he's my tight end.
Right, but that's not. You can't do that.
All right. Well.
Core 4 and deep dive. That's 5.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 5 spots.
5 spots.
It's amazing. Okay. Well,
we gotta save money where we can save it. We're penny pinching over here, man. We're penny pinching over here. All right, fine. So if that's the case, if that's the case, I'll take Ricky Seals is gonna be my deep dive. I'll go ahead and take that one, and I'll put Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry is my tight end.
Drew was gonna do the same thing. Oh my God, y'all cheating!
That's not cheating.
I don't think it's cheating either, Drew.
That's not cheating at all.
Hold on.
Some people cannot. Some people can't think outside of the box. It's okay.
In the core 4, what are our positions? Everybody, let's go through them. QB, running back, wide receiver,
Wide
tight
receiver.
end. Then we
Tight
have
end.
one more spot.
Uh,
That is the deep dive.
Yeah, that's the fifth person. You can make your deep dive your second or third wide receiver, but there's not a second tight end spot. So yeah, you gotta.
we can't play 2 tight ends.
No,
you
you
can play.
absolutely can. He would just have to be in your flex.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so yours works. All right.
Well,
So, anyways,
Okay. All right, fine.
Well, Drew picked Hunter Henry anyway. He's 3,900, so he's not a
Yes.
deep dive.
Yeah.
no, but he's
yeah,
playing tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's no running backs under 4,000 in DraftKings.
No,
You know that? That's ridiculous. 0. None. I didn't see any. Let me know if I'm wrong. Somebody look up.
Ryan is calling y'all cheaters, man.
Look. Hey,
Ron said to pick a tight end that's playing right now, so that's cheating as well.
well, he was
What's
just.
Ryan doing?
I think more or less he was cheering on his boy.
Oh, okay.
What's Ryan up to? Ryan, I'm gonna say it now. Yo, this is the best team you ever had. Make a move, Ryan. I swear to God, Ryan can win this thing this year. His team's pretty solid, man. Make a move, Ryan. Let's go. Holla at your boy. So
He said
what's up?
he's got McKinnon as a sleeper this week. That's a
That's
sleeper.
possible.
Yeah,
That's
it is. Totally.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I don't. You're right, Drew. By the way, I don't think I see any running backs that are under 3,500.
0. None at all.
There's so many backups that are starting and backups that are getting second run. It's running back terrible right now.
Yeah, moved everyone up. Moved everyone up.
Yeah, it was just not easy finding a deep dive this year or this week for me, and especially I need to come through after last week. My God, I got crushed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just so bad. But listen, let me defend myself just so that people get on here and be like, man, this dude sucks at DFS anyway. Like I don't. I doubled up every week except last week, and I put everything. I made my entire budget. I put into more cash games and literally lost every single one. I used mostly the same lineup, so obviously that's what's gonna happen. But we're back today. We're back balling, baby. I'm gonna get my check up there with Joe's. Jeff, excuse me, El Jefe. You got a tight end today.
That's better. I couldn't agree with Andy more. I mean, especially 5,200. And look, I think Lamar doesn't get enough credit for his football intelligence, I guess. And I think that he's learning to play the game really, really well. And with Mark Andrews, that's the easy point of his game. You just, no matter how smart you are, you find your best target, and him and Andrews just go at it all the time, man. All the time. I don't like people blowing up back-to-back weeks, but if anyone at tight end can, that's not Kelsey or Waller, it's definitely Mark Andrews. I think that he's the guy. So for 5,200, I'm trying to rebound too, Drew. I lost everything last week. I think my core 4 only had 30-some points. I lost all my fantasy. I mean, I had 2 guys get hurt, zeros all across the board. So, yeah, I really need a recovery week because I got to get that double up back.
Yeah. Gotta go ahead and do that. I'm right there with you, man. I think we lost our boy Rames. Rames has been abducted.
He's pissed off.
He went to go fix his lineup.
Oh man. All right, man. Whose tight end do we not have? My goodness.
We got them all, I think.
We got them all. Okay, it's time to go diving. We're going diving. Deep dive. Stinky, dirty, nasty deep dives. Up in this, no, excuse me, hold on. I forgot we was the children's show, I think, or some shit like that. Anyway,
Children's DFS.
yeah,
The children's show or some shit like that. But
hey, we need to start an IU Talk quotes, children's show or some shit like that. There we go. We'll start it off with that one.
That's perfect.
Joski Doski with that big ass check back there, man. Who's your deep dive for today?
So I think he said sneaky, dirty, something else. Mine's also smoky. And that's Josh Gordon, man. Josh Gordon, 3,400. So Kansas City, man, the thing about them today is that I'm definitely banking on them to have a big game. They've just been very underwhelming so far this season. And personally, if they somehow lose to Washington, they're done. Like I'm not a Kansas City fan, but I don't think they should be in panic mode. But like this is that game where it's like, all right, hey, we're really expecting them just to take care of business here. If they lose, they are done. And I think they know that too. So yeah, they are gonna blow up, and I think part of that is going to be Josh Gordon. He's not going to have anything too crazy, but for 3,400, he's definitely going to outrun that value. So yeah, I would dive all the way in on that dumpster to grab me some Josh Gordon today.
Okay, no doubt. Well, hey, my blessings are with you. I will not be following you on that path right there. But like we said, these picks they're dirty. They're $3,500 or cheaper. They're guys that you can throw in your lineup that have a shot because we talked about them. We've done the research here. We've looked into these guys. I didn't look into Josh Gordon, so maybe Gordon blows up today. I don't know. But especially for people who are paying up like me with Patrick Mahomes. All right, so I'll give you my deep dive actually here in just a second. Andy, Slim, Jimmy, what's up, man? Who's your deep dive?
Hey, like you guys have all been saying, man, the deep dives they're getting tougher to get every week because the guys that blow up are no longer going to be worth, that 35, 34, 3,200. Yeah. Like one of my deep dives this year, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's like in the mid 4,000s this week. And it's just like, you can't go back to the well. So I've got a guy that has been in the end zone a couple of times, and that's really what I'm looking for in the deep dives. I'm looking for touchdown potential. And this guy has it. Van Jefferson Jr.
Yeah,
I think he got over the top potential, man. So I like his chances. I'm not saying he gets in the end zone, but one big play, if somebody could get in the end zone, I think he's got a chance to do it, and he's at 3,400. So I'm taking Van Jefferson Jr.
I love that, Andy. I love that. That was Howard Bender's deep dive as well. Howard Bender. They don't call it a deep dive, but they have something kind of similar to what we do. And I loved it. Then I didn't pick him, but no, that's a super solid pick, and it makes a lot of sense. He gets targets in Minnesota. He gets the targets. They come to him. So Van Jefferson could work out. Rames, Robinson. Who you got today? Who you dive?
I guess I have a dumpster dive part B. So I'm going.
This is the first one.
I'm going with Jared Cook, tight end for the LA Clippers.
No doubt. Hey,
now is he going to be in your lineup? I think we have to we're about to get scores, ladies and gentlemen, so everybody knows. But I think I might have to dig into these lineups to see, has Kai been following these rules, or are we just giving money to Kai?
Yeah, Kai's been saying
yes, and yes.
I've been doing so well. It's because we're all actually putting real dives in. Kai's over here.
Hey, man.
Oh, man.
You guys, that wasn't an official rule, so I'm going to switch my tight end to Travis Kelce, suckers.
What do you mean it's not? So your tight end is now Travis Kelce?
Yep.
All
right. Going with Kelce. Hey, pay up. You got the pay downs. You can afford
I have so much money left. I still have $800 left over.
And so your deep dive is who now? Are you going back to Uzumoa or whatever?
No, I'm going with Jared Cook.
Jared Cook. All right.
For the LA Clippers.
So nobody that we talked about before.
Yeah.
You gotta love Kelce. Look, we say it every week. If you can afford Travis Kelce, get him in there. If he's on the slate and you can afford him, get him in the lineup. That absolute. He's only failed 1 week this year.
1 week.
You know what I mean? So let me go over to El Jefe. Who do you have? Who you deep diving for?
I know this team isn't that great this year, but I do know that to beat Indianapolis, you have to try to shut down Jonathan Taylor. And if they make him throw the ball, I think that Paris Campbell, he went through a stretch last year where he was pretty good, and he was getting a handful of targets. Like he had a couple 100-yard games, a few touchdowns. And if that passing game has to be the reason for them to stay in the game, then Paris Campbell could open up across the middle all game. And like we said, your deep dive, 4 or 5 catches and maybe an end zone. He's 3,400. So, I mean, you know how these guys are. They all have just as good a chance as the next guy. And Paris Campbell's a pretty good player. He hasn't shown it all the way, but he could have a game today. That's what I'm rolling with.
Oh, I'm hoping so, man. I'm a big Ohio State fan. I love me some Paris Campbell. You know what I mean? He's got a spot in my heart forever. So I wish him the best in his NFL career, and I think he will do something. He's got to do something at some point in time. It's too much speed right there for him to not, go ahead and capitalize on something at some point. Well, I'm going with Adam Humphries at 3,400 today. I say this because Kansas City gives up a ton through the air. They give up the second most points to the quarterback in the league. The Washington's going to have to spread the ball if a Washington player has hands, their hands will touch the ball today. It's going to have to happen because they can't stop nobody either. Us five could get out there and maybe gain like at least 10 yards on Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? We could for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the ball. I'll toss it up to Joski in the end zone or something. We'll figure it out. We're getting 10 yards on Kansas City. So if we can do that, I think Washington's going to be able to put up some points today. So I'm going Adam Humphries, and that's the deep dives for the day. And these are guys you can put in your lineup if you pay up for like Patrick Mahomes, if you pay up anywhere else at running back. Who's the most expensive running back today? Who's that guy? Do we know?
It was McCaffrey.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's not playing, is he? Who?
Eckler.
Oh, Eckler's up there now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're paying up for Austin Eckler, which you probably should. Now, that's two spots that you have the most expensive player in. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need to play a couple of these deep dives maybe. All right, so let's maybe go through real fast and give your final thoughts and something you want to leave for the people today. Oh, wait. We got to go through scores. Andy, you got the scores from last week?
I do indeed. Drew, I don't have yours, so if you could chime in, that would be fantastic.
I got you.
A big scoring week, but like you were saying, man, if you didn't have Devontae Adams in your lineup, basically, yeah, there was a couple guys that you just had to have in your lineups. And so we'll go to the bottom of the board, the bottom of the totem pole, so to speak, was just a down week for Jeff. He had 31.08.
Yikes.
A down week.
Couple zeros.
That's Andy Myers territory.
0.9. No, it's not. Anyways, so, hey, Kai, just so you know, I've kept the standings. You've won twice, I've won twice. So, you're going to have to come up with a new line, man. Joe coming in. Well, I don't know where you're at, Drew, but Joe, a decent week, but had just really one guy away from really blowing up. 54.68. Kai relied on Danny Dimes, and he didn't play very long. So, but still strong week for Kai at 98.92, and then I had 106.08. So I think Kai still took the money, but like I said, I think that's under protest now that we know Kai has been kind of slipping around the rules. So I might need to go back there and make sure he's got a deep dive in his lineup.
That's why he keeps changing his name.
Right.
Haters gonna hate.
It was Rams Johnson this week that beat it.
Yeah, and he's not doing shit right now.
No, I know. He's got like 10 yards?
I'll take
it. Pretty sure Jacksonville's kicker is outscoring anybody right now.
Oh, man. No, they got problems down there.
They just scored a touchdown. My bad.
Those Thursday and Sunday games are rough. So Sunday morning, I mean.
Every week.
Oh, wow. Oh, you meant right now. Oh, I forgot all about that game, for real. Wow. My morning started off with a sippy cup smashing into my face. And so, you know what I'm saying?
Good
football
morning.
was out of the
Good morning.
Yeah. So we got through it. I'm here, baby. I'm alive. I'm good. I'm great. Better than I ever been. Can I find my scores from last week? But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna still put it together and put it out there for the people at some point. But I'm right around where Jeff was, for sure. Maybe a point or two behind or ahead. I'm not sure. It was ugly. Yeah, bad week. We're looking to rebound big time this week. All right, so let's go ahead and give something. Let's give a last minute advice or something you really want to talk about last words for the people. Let's start with Joski Doski with that big ass check back there, boy.
Well, I feel a little bit slighted here because I don't get my nice intro, but I got a cinnamon toast hunch for you guys.
I didn't think we was bringing it up today. Shit, I got you, man. Hold on. Wait. You want to do the video? We won't get in trouble for that, will we?
I think it's a good video. I don't think
we don't own the rights to any video we ever play in here of all time.
I don't think we've gotten in any trouble for that video yet, but you can run it. I think we should run
it. Okay, here we go. We got Joe looking for his cinnamon toast honey for the night. Here we go. Like, she's bad. That's a baddie right there, boy. Joe likes her. She sees it. This is the pick. This is the one. They're going to lock eyes here, boy. What's going down? Oh, it's not catfishing around here. It's the real deal.
Cinna just sparkling.
Who's that cinnamon toast hunch today, Joe?
So the reason I want to do is because I got two of them. One of them's fantasy related, the other one's regular. So the first one is going to be really quick and simple. Jacoby Myers has not scored a touchdown in his entire career. I think it's going to happen today. So that's the flat out one. Fantasy related, Javonte Williams has a great matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders. It's still take me a little bit to say that, but Melvin Gordon's been beat up all week. So I really think this is going to be that breakout game. Me and Drew have talked about this a lot with those two. It's only a matter of time before he takes over that backfield. Javonte Williams will finish with over 20 fantasy points today. Put him in your lineups, man.
Okay.
I got him out there.
I love it. You're right, man. I called the Jacoby touchdown thing like 2 weeks ago. I was just so mad when it didn't happen. I'm like, what's got to happen for this guy to get in the end zone? But what's really crazy is how many catches and how involved he is in the offense. Like, you know what I mean? He's got catches. He's got yards. He's like kind of a pivotal player in the offense. Get him in the end zone. What's going on here? Insane. Andy and then Kai and then Rames Robinson. And that would be RB.
Yeah, I don't got much today, man. Other than go Browns, and I think Kareem Hunt is going to go absolutely wild. So plug him in at 6,200. Tough to get a guy worth more than what he's going to give you. So plug in Kareem Hunt and go Browns.
Touche. Go Browns. They need a win. They need a big win today. It's a statement game. Arizona's undefeated. I think they're the only undefeated team left. So I think a Browns win would be huge for them. But other than that, enjoy your football Sunday, guys.
Yeah, I agree. Browns, it's a huge game. And if they can pull this one out, man, that could be the game that changes your season. I'm really looking forward to next week doing the Browns pregame show. That's going to be a lot of fun. As far as today goes, let's go Bears. We hate the Packers.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be at that game today, the Browns game. So I'm looking to see a very high scoring one, if at all possible. I would love to see a ton of touchdowns because I'll be in the end zone. So a ton of touchdowns from DeAndre Hopkins and Kareem Hunt would be beautiful. I hope they all have
AJ Green.
Nah, I don't want to see him. I just want to see two guys personally. Actually, you know what? Odell Beckham Jr. too, because I am going to flex him in my Yahoo league. I'm flexing my muscles a little bit for him, one in that league, and I got a decent lead ahead of everyone else. So I'm going to take a shot and go ahead and flex Odell this week. So hopefully all of those guys score touchdowns in front of me today, and I'll be pretty ecstatic. We got some start sit questions though. A couple of them that popped up here. We should probably run through. So for one, our number one fan today, which we're missing our other number one fan. She's usually always here, but our number one fan today, start or sit Edmonds.
Well, over who?
That's a good question. Yeah, but
because no, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't, but it does matter who the rest of your roster is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Maybe we'll come back if he's been watching, so maybe we'll come back to him and see if he's got an alternative to Edmonds. The other one, we have Gordon or Aguilar.
Ooh.
We're talking Josh Gordon?
Yeah.
I'm going Gordon here, man. I'm going Gordon here.
I'll go Aguilar.
I'm thinking Aguilar a little bit. I don't know if Josh Gordon's all the way acclimated. He will get a couple targets, but Aguilar's one of those guys. New England's a funny team. And they ride with the hot guy sometimes, and Aguilar has put up big numbers.
Yeah.
Not recently, but he has.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The short game, and Mac Jones, that's kind of his thing, right? The intermediate pass is kind of like our guy Baker. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like Aguilar's not a downfield threat, so he'll catch like 8 balls for 46 yards. You know what I'm saying? But in a PPR, that's a good day. It's an all right day.
Hey, didn't you have a stat about Mac Jones's air yards or something the other day? You talking about short, intermediate routes? Come on now, you're the one that told it to me.
649 air yards. He had 250.
But yeah. So I don't know. In this one, I'm going to go with Andy though. I'm going to go with probably Gordon. The only reason I'm going to say that is because Aguilar hasn't really seemed to really show up in the offense yet. Hopefully it happens today. Like I said, I wanted them to win, so hopefully they do. But he is likely, since he's the number one, going to be covered by Trayvon Diggs, and I'm not picking against that guy. So I'm going to go with Gordon on this one.
All right. So I think we're splitting. We need a tiebreaker. Kai, who'd you say?
I didn't. I'm going to say Aguilar.
Oh, there it is. Zach Fortin.
I just think that Gordon is. I mean, this is his first game back since when? 1999.
Second.
Yeah, he had a catch last week.
Oh, did he? Yeah. I just can't. I can't
Watch
put my
the game.
trust in there. We'll see.
Right. We will see. That is a fact.
I think Aguilar would be the safest bet. I'll put it that way.
I will give you that. I think he is the safest bet. But once again, the Trayvon Diggs thing. About Trayvon Diggs. So we did get a alternative here. And actually, this is a little bit closer than you would think. To tell you the truth, because
I heard a stat the other day. Josh Jacobs' yard after contact is right around 2.8. It's not very good, but he is still getting opportunity. I think I go with Jacobs on this.
I think that's tough because I'm going Edmonds because I think Denver's run defense is pretty stout. So I'm going Edmonds here just because I think he'll get a couple opportunities on screens and whatnot. I don't like Josh. I don't like the matchup there.
Yeah.
I'll roll Edmund. I just don't like Jacobs. I just don't. I really don't, man. It's like he gives you 2 or 3 big weeks, and then the rest of the year you're sitting there like, geez, why didn't they use him? Or what, like you said, 2 yards after the catch or after contact, whatever it is. So I would go Edmonds. I think he has a better chance of putting up a better than average game.
Fair enough. Okay, I like it. Kai?
I'm going Jacobs because Edmonds shit the bed last week.
Right. Joe, who you say?
This is just me personally venting, I guess. I'm going Jacobs, and I have that conundrum in one of my leagues as well. So I'm going Jacobs.
For me, I think I'm going Jacobs, and that's just because it seems like Edmonds and Connor are kind of a little bit of a push. And I know that matchup, Andy's completely right. That Denver run defense is really well. But I'm going to go on the side of history here. Jacobs has actually had a really good career against Denver. So hopefully that continues. It just seems the safest bet because we know Kenyon Drake isn't doing anything. So Josh Jacobs should get plenty of touches to at least sneak into the end zone or something. All in all, that one's probably one of the toughest ones because after the John Gruden thing, I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen with the Raiders. They're either going to somehow thrive that he's gone, or they just might just completely fall off the map. I think we got one more, and I got to put this first. He didn't like the fact that we called Ron our number one fan today. So, but he didn't give us an option either. So our 2 number 1 fans don't really do the start sit them too well. But Danny Dimes get the green light this week. I mean, Ken, we know you're going to start him anyway, so I don't know why you're asking.
He is playing.
Yeah, he's good to go. Yeah,
he's going.
Yeah, and I think they'll be down. They'll be down pretty much the whole game, so he'll have to be throwing
and running. Hey,
Danny got some of those receivers back too, right? Got some of those receivers back.
Right. Hey, you know what? Sterling Shepard did make it into one of my lineups today at $5,000 or $51 maybe, but very affordable. He's gonna get some targets, that's for sure. I really want to see what Kadarius Toney's production looks like, with the other two guys, Slayton and Sterling, back in the lineup now. That's really what I'm curious to see. But yes,
Galladay's not playing.
Right.
Who's gonna draw? What's the corner's name? Why can't I think of his name ever?
For
Rams, the Rams.
Oh,
Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, he's gonna draw Ramsey. I think that's the
That's
true
now.
question.
Yeah, that's tough. Ramsey covers about 60% of his routes that he covers are out of the slot. Now I'm rounding up a little bit. It's like weird number. It's like 58.7 or whatever. You know what I mean? But he does go to the outside as well. But mostly whoever's in that slot's probably gonna get shut down. You know what I mean?
And Ken says Tony all day. I can't believe that we missed him the last 2 weeks on deep dives. Unbelievable that we missed that guy on deep dives.
Was he less than 35?
Got a lot of Tony love.
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore.
Wow. Hey, shame on us. We gotta we can't miss that one.
Right.
Damn, I didn't even realize. I honestly didn't. I don't even know who my deep dive was last week. I still gotta go through and find my numbers. Yeah. All right, so what else we got here? Hey, we got a married man on the line here. What up, Danny? What you say to Danny Hamilton? What you talking about, Danny?
He said, "Sheesh, man." Yeah, sorry, Danny. I apologize, man. Whoever is in control of getting these comments on the screen isn't doing it quite quick enough.
That was me. That time. No doubt. Tony. That's what he's talking about. Tony. I like him, but if he's running out of the slot, he's F today. He's in big trouble.
Oh man.
Sterling could be there, but hey, who knows? All right. So, any thoughts or anything else? Anything important anybody want to put out there? Okay, I think we good to go. We are gravy, baby. I wish everybody best of luck in winning today. I am gonna crush. I didn't crush last week, but I will crush today. And actually, I'll post my results. I'll post them all just so everybody can see it. Absolutely. I ain't scared. I ain't running. We're gonna enjoy seeing a whole lot of green. There's gonna be a lot of green on the screen. You know what I mean? All right, y'all.
Green screen. I like the green screen.
That's right. I like green screens too. Puff for shizzle dizzle. I mean, you got paid.
All right, boys. Everybody have a good weekend.
Yep.
Good luck on your lineups today, unless you're playing me. And we'll holler at you and see you when we see you.